Well, in 2005, we had kids that loved to perform. And so did many of our friends. And we took a look around and saw what was available for our children at that point in time here in Reno. And there was not a lot. So we had this crazy idea that we would start a performing arts school and theater organization. And we started out with summer camps, and they were wildly successful and fun. Our kids had a great time, and we had a great time. And so we kept going, and then we decided to do a production. And now fast forward, 13 years?
13 years.
Yeah, so we went from small productions with mostly children and some adults to much bigger, grander, ambitious, high-quality productions with mostly adults and some children. And now we find ourselves in this position of, well, our musicals do great. We do these fabulous musicals at Bartley Ranch every summer. They sell out. And now we want to offer the children more opportunities. So we want to launch a youth program, and for months and months, we've been trying to secure a venue for our youth production, our youth musical that's going to happen in December, and we can't find a venue. And we can't have a large venue because then there'll be 200 people in the audience and it will feel
Empty.
So you need a mid-sized venue, and there's just nothing like that available to us. So when this opportunity came up, we said, well, is this our destiny? It kind of felt like that.
Yeah. So we've had projections going over those 13 years of when we started, a 5-year strategic plan of what we're going to do and how we're going to get there. And we keep hitting those milestones. To say that we're Sierra School of Performing Arts, do we have a full-time school accredited yet? No, but we do theater classes, we do dancing classes, we do vocal classes. We do musical theater classes, and we have really tried to cater to our younger people, which is why we are now totally doing a youth production, because this summer's Broadway musical of Legally Blonde is, we have some 14-year-olds in it, but it's definitely the older student. Whereas The Wizard of Oz, all of our munchkins were younger people, so it was very easy.
Yeah, we did Sound of Music last summer, and we had 14 amazing double cast. We had 7 Von Trapps double cast. Yeah. We used 14 amazing, talented children. So
now with this venue, the Lear Theater, we were just talking, and you want to have it a community space as well.
Right. We would like to open it up to all the community theater groups, dance groups, music groups, whether it's, Rijo or quartet. We could also open it up to corporate events, some weddings if we need to, celebration of life if we need to. So there are a whole bunch of different types of events that can use this type of facility. And we would like everybody to be able to have access to it.
And like we can see a little bit in the background over there, Mary War Theater is starting to get their stage ready for their Art Town show.
Mm-hmm. Yes, brilliantly. Chase McKenna does a show outside the Lear, which we think is a really great idea to do events outside. There's this beautiful space, there's these steps, there's this wonderful entry. I think we can really use that for outdoor events.
She's made it work brilliantly.
She's made it work beautifully, and we can do more. We can do more out here, outside the theater, before we have the wherewithal to open it up and really use the interior, which we hope will happen as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. So I know you probably don't have an idea on the timeline, but when do you think you'll be able to take possession?
We don't really
1 to
know
3
yet.
years?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a real guess.
The Art Town is still working with their attorney to put together some information for us, and then our attorney is going to have to go through it, and then we have to do all the fundraising. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to go into this before this ever gets opened. Mm-hmm. So you might be seeing some outdoor events only for the first 2 years. If we could do that just to raise awareness, to maybe raise some money, that would be great. But I think that we've got a long way to go in order to get this up to code and up to our standards in order to make it open to the public.
It's going to be a careful journey to do it right.
Yes. And you do have an example of the old post office. They restored that building very well.
That's really
Right.
well done. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
a great example. And there are other historic buildings in the region that are now performing arts centers, like Piper's Opera House. You know, that are still historic, beautiful historic buildings and are being put to great use. But we want to make sure that we have events going on here year round and that they service all aspects of this community. All aspects of the community.
Well, awesome. Thank you guys for your time.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.